Hi, Joe. Johanna Sanchez here in sunny Florida with Joe Sanchez on January 25th, 2015. How you doing today, Joe?
I'm doing quite well, thank you, Johanna.
All right, and today we're going to be talking about some paperwork that you brought along, but I do have a question for you. Where'd you get those muscles from?
Oh, I'm 68 years old and I've been working out. The Lord's been good to me, thank you. And especially, in sunny Florida, I understand it's snowing in New York and the weather is cold, and I wish everybody the best.
All right. Well, Joe, I understand you have more to say to the audience in regards to your honorable reinstatement, which I'd like to point out it has been highly advocated by your friend Susanna B. Troy from New York City.
Yes, Susanna B. Troy is a good friend. I mean, she's been, for the last year and a half, very supportive, and I want to thank her again for all she has done for me. Thank you. Thank you, Susanna. God bless you. You're a heck of a lady.
All right. Well, I'd like to point out that here in hands, we have some personal records that were sent to you, mainly evaluation records. I understand they were sent to you from the New York PD archives.
Yes, I received my evaluation from One Police Plaza, which was dated December 16, 2014. 2014, I'll put it right here.
Okay.
As far as the envelope goes. But yeah, my evaluation, I have one here from Jack Drescher. He was one of my supervisors in the 3-0 back then. A great supervisor, a caring man, and always out there for the public, serving and protecting. And he gave me a great evaluation. He said that I was very alert. I responded to job assignments. I conducted myself accordingly, and I handled myself well. And he also recommended me that I be assigned to possibly OCCB, which is Organized Crime Control.
So that's like a detective's...
Detective work, yes.
Okay.
Yes, and then I have one here from Urkel Guarioso. That's Urkel Guarioso right here. And he gave me another, well above standard. And he writes, Police Officer Sanchez would best benefit the department by being assigned in an investigative capacity so that all the ability he has nurtured could be more efficiently utilized. His eagerness to work could be channeled and controlled into a satisfying result. His overall performance, after weighing all reality, is well above standard. The problem with this was that my commanding officer at the time, Frank Beeler, disagreed, and he would not concur, and he signed it.
Is there any
right
reasons
here.
why...
Well, he signed it.
Let me see.
Well, I have here, let me see here. I have here the one where he strongly disagrees. This is Frank Beeler. Strongly disagree with the assessment. Rader has unquestionably missed the mark, and only his evaluation as to standard. He wants to give me standard.
Can you read what the comments were from the raider?
Well, I did.
Okay.
Police officer, Sergeant Guardioso felt that I should be assigned to OCCB
Okay.
and do
Okay.
investigative work, but Beeler did not agree, and did not recommend me to even be assigned to OCCB. He was not I would say, he was more concerned about overtime. He would fly me out whenever he could. Fly me out means would send me to different precincts, whether it be a 4 to 12, midnight tour, a day tour, so I wouldn't be able to make collars or assignment to the TS, which means calls coming to the precinct. I'd be answering the phone call, 3-0 precinct, Officer Sanchez, how may I help you? And there were a lot of great officers who make quality collars in the 3-0 and all over the city. But the city, I should say, top bosses wanted to slow down. They were more interested in saving the city money than serving and protecting, and that was wrong.
And let me ask you something. Why would the your commanding officer highly disagree with your rating? I guess that was your sergeant who was evaluating you?
Yeah, all my sergeants would evaluate. Beeler had he was on a mission. He was on a mission, and his mission was to get Joe Sanchez. Especially when I broke the police code of silence, I became a whistleblower, and I went down to Poplar Street in Brooklyn, reported to Internal Affairs, and told them what this lieutenant was doing, jeopardizing not just the public, but good cops in general. And yeah, they wired me up, and I got good information. I got the information that I needed, that they wanted. But it turns out they leaked the information. They leaked it to the lieutenant. They leaked it to the captain. And in the long run, they turned the tables on me. And eventually, on a case that Herman Velez and I, my partner, when we arrested some drug leaders back in April, 13 of 1982, drug dealers made an allegation that I ripped them off. Only one did. But later on, as the cabal got bigger and bigger, I was unjustly indicted and arrested. I was exonerated. Eventually, I was exonerated. Thomas Duffy, who was a prosecutor then, indicted me wrongfully with his assistant ADA Joe Hester, but Charlie Joe Hines came to bat for me and dismissed my indictment. Unfortunately, I couldn't get back on the job because I broke the police code of silence and they didn't want me back. And I became a correction officer for 2 years.
All right, and I see that you brought an article with you right there to your side. What is that about?
Well, this is where it says he loses job over disproved charges, injustice system chaos super cop, and right there it says, that's where it says here, okay, Sanchez's lawyer Paul Brenner got new special prosecutor Charles Joe Hines to agree that Sanchez got a raw deal. Sergeant Urkel Guardioso at the
Sanchez's supervisor.
Yes. Well, it says here
on patrol.
Frank Beeler, right, once told him to downgrade Sanchez's evaluation rating because of complaints. What? Drug dealers were making complaints? I mean, not the good people of the community. And Guardioso refused. So, no, he's a good cop, and I'm not going to change it no matter what. And that was my story, and that is my story. And I just hope that my story gets out there so other good cops will not have to go through what I went through as an NYPD police officer.
Now, is there anything, thinking back now, all these years have gone by, that you would do different, Joe?
I would do certain things different. As far as reporting this corrupt lieutenant that was endangering the public and good members of the NYPD, I would do it the same. And I want to thank everybody out there. I want to thank all those police officers that are serving, protecting, and those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you.